Just as a FYI to anybody listening who might have gone through stuff similar to me, maybe they were beaten for Social Security in another country, maybe they were had pins put in their skull, or there's many other cases where parents made their children disabled. But if anybody is handling this like I am, just keep in mind telling the truth and admitting what happened to you can be dangerous. Like, I am aware that even though I'm speaking the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God, even though these are horrific things that happened to me, even though I've suffered for 25 years with disabilities and disabling pain and the ability not to move my body shakes and the loss of speech and my nervous system, just in general doesn't work properly, even though that this is happening to me, people are seeing this happen to me. People are seeing the symptoms connected with it. They're seeing the behaviors of the people doing it to me. Even though that all this is true, happened, documented, and there's even evidence supporting this, it doesn't mean that somebody more wealthy than you isn't going to try to attack you. People can put you in jail, they can do slap suits, they can try to put up barriers to stop taking responsibility. There's plenty of wealthy people who do awful things and get away with it. So keep in mind, doing what I'm doing and admitting to what happened to you and telling the truth and just kind of doing an open record is a great thing for your soul. It's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to let people know what's going on. Everybody deserves the truth. Everybody deserves the freedom of information. Every single person on earth deserves to know the truth and deserves to have freedom to know information. But that doesn't mean another party might not try to shut you up. I wouldn't be surprised if I go to jail just for venting what happened to me. This is very, very hard for me to talk about. It's very personal. I've been going through it for 25 years. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to get punished or seriously injured or even killed by speaking up about it. I mean, if I had to live outside, or if I get locked up, or if they put me in a cell someplace, most likely the cold will trigger seizures, people will do awful things to me, and it will speed up my death. And that doesn't mean that somebody's not out there trying to make up a plan to hurt me either. Because when people realize they could lose their money, or when people realize they did something wrong, it isn't always, how can I make this better? How can I help? A lot of people use a different method. They go, how can I cover this up? How can I shut them up? So just keep that in mind. If you're going to speak the truth and you're going to speak up and give people the information they need to understand you, there's other people out there doing evil things that might want to shut you up, might want to hurt you, and then try to tell you it's all your own fault for speaking the truth. That's one thing. You can lock me up for 20 years, and I'm not going to stop speaking about this. You can tell me if I don't stop talking about this, then I'll be put in prison for the rest of my life. I will sit in that prison talking about this for the rest of my life, as people watch me die, as people watch my head get injured, as the priest write notes, as all this goes on. I will keep speaking the truth, and I will give the freedom of information to anybody who wants it. If you want to know what happened to me, if you want to know what happens in these orphanages, if you want to know what happens to people in foster homes, if you want to know any of that, I'm happy to speak up. If you want to know the abuses and the atrocities that happened to me and what I'm going through, I'll speak up about that too. But no matter what happens, I will keep speaking the truth. And I'll keep on fighting for equality, freedom, health, and just overall a good society.